Breaking. You will not believe what just dropped about Diddy. Yes, that Diddy, the man who has flown private jets, partied with every celebrity on the planet, and somehow made popping champagne look like a full-time career. But here's the kicker. Things are about to get messy. Messy in ways that make your jaw drop and your popcorn practically explode. What if I told you there are tapes, actual videos circulating right now showing moments no one thought would ever see the light of day? And I don't mean a little embarrassing Instagram slip. I mean wild, chaotic, did that really just happen? Type of footage that has the internet losing its mind. So what exactly is on these tapes? Who is involved? And why is Hollywood quietly sweating bullets as we speak? We're talking secret parties, controversial encounters, and enough drama to make a Kardashian reunion look like a quiet tea party. Could this be the beginning of the end for one of the biggest moguls in music history? Or just another viral scandal destined to disappear in 48 hours? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand why these tapes are breaking the internet.
What do you think that Diddy's downfall means for the music industry and for men like him? Do you think this will help create some type of change?
We haven't seen a downfall yet. We're just saying
the trial was very public and the details were pretty disturbing.
They weren't disturbing enough to get a few stupid people in a jury to understand it. So wasn't that effective, wasn't that much of a downfall.
The internet, and trust me, some of it is downright unbelievable. The internet is erupting and the latest Diddy scandal is hitting harder than anyone imagined. And it all started when whispers about secret parties transformed into viral tapes that are shaking the foundation of celebrity culture, because these are not your average awkward dance videos or karaoke fails. These are chaotic, shocking glimpses into a world of excess, power, and questionable choices that nobody expected to see. And the footage suggests that behind the flashing cameras, the music, and the glittering VIP lines lies a maze of manipulation, coercion, and extravagant spending that is almost comical if it weren't so disturbing. And insiders who spoke anonymously because fear of legal retaliation is very real described nights where champagne flowed like a river, lights flashed, laughter echoed, and the guests, many of them high-profile celebrities, were left trying to navigate a space that felt glamorous on the surface but rapidly descended into discomfort and confusion, as the line between celebration and exploitation blurred to the point of being unrecognizable. And reports suggest that some guests were subtly coerced into participating in activities they did not fully understand or consent to, while Diddy, as one former staffer put it, orchestrated
be good and never see I'm a trophy crazy. Pull up to her crib, I was in that 19 Mercedes. I got this baby from LA.
Orchestrated the events with the precision of a conductor, ensuring that everything from the location of private rooms to the timing of certain encounters was planned to maintain a sense of control and dominance over everyone involved. And the financial side of this empire is equally wild, with sources claiming that money was moving at a speed that would make even the most seasoned accountants dizzy, with transactions to unnamed entities, high-end rentals, and purchases that seemingly vanished from public records. And while it appears extravagant on the surface, the purpose was clearly to maintain influence, protect assets, and navigate the looming shadow of legal battles that were already on the horizon. And public reaction has been explosive, with social media erupting in a mix of outrage, disbelief, and dark humor as memes, heated discussions, and investigative speculation spread like wildfire as fans try to reconcile the image of a mogul who has dominated music, fashion, and culture with the messy, chaotic, and sometimes uncomfortable reality these videos reveal. And journalists and online sleuths have been combing through every frame of the tapes, every background detail, and even seemingly insignificant actions to piece together the story.
Yeah, I don't know if it was luck. Okay, you have it? Let's hear it.
Ladies and gentlemen, for all those in London that don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party, this is what happens to the white man.
It's so unfortunate.
You gotta pull back though, so they can see. That's crazy. Matt, move out the way. You're still alive. Look at that. Look, what you
Get the drink out his head.
And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is a actual DJ's not supposed to pass out, but when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to him. I put him to sleep.
Next day, right?
You put the drink on his head.
There you go. There it is.
story that Hollywood insiders hoped would never surface, and as more names, faces, and events are connected, the scandal appears less like isolated incidents and more like a web of excess, power, and questionable morality that touches everyone from staffers to high-profile celebrities, and former collaborators hint at coercion, pressure, and manipulation behind closed doors, while the public gets a glimpse at the extreme, almost surreal world of influence and control that operates when cameras are rolling, champagne is poured, and reputation is currency. And the more details that emerge from these tapes, the more it becomes clear that this is not just a story about one man's actions, but a reflection of a larger system of power, manipulation, and unchecked influence that Hollywood has tolerated for years, leaving audiences, insiders, and even casual observers questioning how deep the rabbit hole goes and what will happen when all the secrets that have been captured on tape are finally laid bare. As the tapes continue to circulate, the fallout is accelerating faster than anyone could have anticipated, with social media buzzing, news outlets scrambling, and Hollywood insiders nervously checking their phones because the implications of what's on these videos reach far beyond one night or one person, and sources close to Diddy reveal that the so-called private parties were actually part of a meticulously crafted world where appearances, influence, and control were everything, while anyone who tried to speak out faced subtle intimidation or discrediting campaigns designed to protect reputations and maintain the illusion of untouchable celebrity power. And the financial ramifications are staggering, with millions allegedly spent to secure locations, pay off individuals, and cover tracks that could compromise participants, while legal experts speculate that the combination of leaked footage, corroborating witness statements, and historical allegations could trigger a cascade of civil lawsuits under newly enacted laws that allow survivors to pursue claims even if they were previously considered too old to act. And the moral and cultural implications are just as explosive as fans, journalists, and activists debate what it means to continue supporting artists implicated in such scandals, and whether loyalty to music and entertainment can coexist with accountability. And several anonymous insiders describe chaotic scenes where power dynamics were exploited and decisions were manipulated in ways that were both shocking and calculated, as if every action, conversation, and movement was part of a grand design to ensure control over perception and influence. And former employees, now speaking out, reveal that salaries were delayed or withheld, schedules were manipulated to maintain dependence, and personal boundaries were routinely tested, while family members of those involved reportedly faced difficulties accessing resources, further highlighting the systemic nature of the environment and the layers of management and oversight that enabled such behavior to persist. While public reaction continues to oscillate between outrage and disbelief, with viral commentary, reaction videos, and in-depth analyses flooding the internet as people attempt to reconcile the public persona of a cultural icon with the increasingly disturbing realities revealed by these tapes. And experts warned that the legal consequences could extend well beyond individual liability, potentially implicating management companies, record labels, and other enablers. In charges ranging from negligence to complicity, and financial penalties could be severe enough to reshape parts of the industry. While speculation about settlements, insurance claims, and criminal probes fuels a sense of urgency and chaos in entertainment circles, and every new clip released intensifies the scrutiny, revealing more names, faces, and details that suggest the problem was not isolated, and that systemic patterns of exploitation, manipulation, and abuse of influence may have been normalized within these circles for years. And the narrative is now being rewritten as investigators and journalists work to piece together what really happened and who knew what, while the public watches, horrified and fascinated, at a story that feels part thriller, part expose, and part cautionary tale about power, privilege, and accountability, forcing everyone to question the real cost of fame, the price of silence, and what happens when the spotlight finally exposes the darkest corners of celebrity culture, leaving a mark that will likely not fade anytime soon. So now the question is, what are you going to do with all of this information? Because the story isn't just shocking, it's a wake-up call, a moment where you have to decide whether you stay silent, scroll past, or actually pay attention and hold people accountable. Can we really separate the music from the actions? And can we continue to celebrate icons while the tapes, the lawsuits, and the whistleblowers reveal a darker truth that the public has been blind to for years? Are we going to let Hollywood sweep this under the rug? Keep supporting the same names? Or are we finally going to demand transparency and justice? Because the longer we ignore it, The more these patterns continue and new victims stay in the shadows, and you need to ask yourself, how many more tapes are out there? How many more stories will surface? And who else is going to be exposed when the system finally catches up? And that's why you need to be here, watching, questioning, and sharing, because this isn't just gossip. This is a lesson in power, influence, and accountability. And if you want to see every new detail, every shocking revelation, and every angle that the mainstream media might miss, then you know what to do. Like this video, comment below with your thoughts, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications, because the truth isn't waiting, the tapes aren't stopping, and you don't want to be the one who missed the moment everyone will be talking about tomorrow.